G'day YouTube, Turbo Tristan here. We're just about to unveil our new 2JZ powered project car, sort of, but it is ours. We did swap a little Rippa, so the 1977 Civic B16A VTEC, for something pretty special, pretty flash, pretty rare, with a 2JZ in it. So I'm gonna move this off the stand and then bring that in and unveil it to you in just a moment. Yes, that is right. We have swapped the little Rippa, the poor old B16 A2 swapped 1977 Civic. We swapped it for a IS 300. Now, you've seen these cars, they're everywhere, they're all over the road, but not the IS 300. This one is the 3-litre bad boy, right there. IS 300, that means it's got a 3-litre straight 6 2JZ. No shit. It's got the 2JZ power plant. This car was $75,000 plus luxury car tax, plus stamp duty, plus all on-road costs and registrations. It was bought brand new here in Melbourne, Australian delivered from Brighton Lexus. So we've got a full history on this car. Comes with all of the books, everything possible to ID the car and give it a full, true service history. It lived out all of its warranty period, did all of that stuff. Everything on it still works. It's got the JDM yellow fog lights, headlight washers, sick bump in the bonnet. The mirrors fold in when you park, clear indicators, of course, sunroof, aerial. It's got the little duck lip spoiler right here, and the famous Altezza tail lights, which took the world by storm. When these came out, every single man and their dog in the aftermarket world wanted to copy these, put them on Civics, Lancers, you name it, every kind of car, Commodores, Chevs, Corvettes, whatever it is that you're into, they had an Altezza light for it, ready to go on the shelf. So the clear tail lights are all because of this car here, the Lexus IS 300. One very, very small issue, but they do still work, is the reverse sensors. There's been a little tiny bump just here. There's no panel damage, but you can see there's a little fracture there in the paint. Just because of that, there is a funny noise coming from the reverse sensors. They sort of go instead of beep, beep, beep. So we've got to address that. Little scuff here. Black on black, there is a really nice dent right there, which we need to get PDR'd, so paintless dent removal. If you're in Melbourne or close by, friend, or know someone, or you can hook someone up that has a local business where they do mobile PDR, they can come in here, use the workshop, get the dents out for me. There is one just down here. There is one obviously there on the bonnet, and there's a little one just there, one or two in the doors. Just minor shopping trolley dent stuff. Just want to get those taken care of and taken out of the car. A little bit of gutter rash, so I might see if I can find a pair of wheels that don't have any gutter rash and I'll swap those over. This car is absolutely mint and we want to keep it that way. Aside from a couple of scratches, shopping trolley stuff. Time to check out the interior. In the back we have wood grain, very luxurious, nice soft leather door cards, nice armrest with rubber so you can lean on. Got the side sill plates here. The rear leather seats look like they haven't really been sat on. Nice carpet trim, genuine Lexus floor mats. We've got the cup holders, got the ashtray. Needs a good detail. We've got, don't know what that is, some kind of mask that's going in the bin. Rubber bands. nothing in there. But absolutely mint, full stock sound system, armrest. This leather is so soft. Very, very happy with this swap trade up. No marks on the headlining. Of course, we've got to check out the cockpit, the driver's compartment on the car. Make sure we don't ding that. Check this out. Sill plates, no real scuffs, electric seats all the way around. We've got the beefy speakers, fold-in mirrors, power everything, of course. Really sick design. Racing pedals, rear fog lights. So those little circle lights on the back are rear fog lights. Front headlight washers, automatic lights, cruise. It's got the paddle shift up and down because it is an auto. Over here we've got seat warmers, stability control, power, snow mode, sat nav control buttons in there. Another cup holder, the famous Lexus dash binnacle that looks like a tag or a rolly clock face. Flip the car on. Did have a flat battery when I got it, but I've since changed that. I need to change 1 or 2 light globes there in the dash, but we've got 6-stacker, tape player. This is all original OEM. Down here we've got satellite navigation, all fully programmable, changeable there. In the glove box, logbooks, service history. There's even the nav books down there, all brand new, untouched. Got a heap more stuff we need to clean out, masks, etc. Get rid of all those because we don't need them anymore. We'll give this car a really good clean up. Phone chargers, etc. Oh, even comes with a bottle opener. Sick balls. Probably should show everyone that the sunroof works perfectly, and why wouldn't it? Up periscope. So yeah, we're going to give this thing a full detail makeover. Today we're going to change the oil, give the car a service. Usual things we do, chuck it up on the hoist, show you underneath the car, make sure there's no, you know, cracks, smashes, rust, anything like that. Check it all out, make sure there's no leaking shocks, all that sort of stuff. And then, sadly, I'm going to chuck this car up on Marketplace because we needed to get money for the Rippa to fund all of our other projects, and we just happened to get a swap for this, which we thought was worth it, and hopefully we can sell this car and make that money back. All right, so here we are under the hood. The engine is running. It's got this really crazy Velcro straps there to put the engine stand up, so I'm going to do that real quick. So this is it. This is the famous 2JZ. Now there's heaps of room for activities down here. You know what I'm talking about, big turbo. It's the VVTi model, so variable valve timing intelligence. Being that this is the Toyota 2JZ, Lexus and Toyota's partnership, it's got a cover here to cover the pretty ugly Y-piece design intake manifold that NA Supras have. The car is going to get an oil change today. It's got good brake fluid, brakes work fine, there's no squeaks, clunks, anything like that. I've already checked power steering and water, so we're sweet there. And this is a brand new battery. It did have a bit of a flat battery in the beginning, and I quickly switched that over so we could bring it in and make this video today. All right, she's up on the hoist. Let's take a look. Not going to hide anything here. So under trays are all still good, all still there. These fins here are actually to deflect air around the tires, helping with fuel consumption and fuel economy. A little bit of a scuff there. That's to be expected. Factory, they're a pretty low car. Got the sump there. Not a lot of oil or anything on there. Doesn't appear to be any leaks. They're always a little bit greasy, but that's to be expected. Little bit of trans grease, fluidy staining around the oil pan for the gearbox, but again, it's not fresh and it's not a leak. So maybe it did leak once upon a time and has since been serviced, because none of that is fresh or dripping, and it's not weeping anywhere. It's just a little bit damp. So I'm gonna give the car a pressure wash underneath, definitely, because that's what I always like to do. A little bit of road grime and stuff, we'll take those off and give them a good clean out. Gonna mess up my nice floor, but I'll squeegee it all out clean. Yeah, that's looking good in the back. Same deal, just typical dirt. This is a 2003 model. Diff looks good. There's no leaking or weeping or anything there. So that's all sweet. Brake rotors look great. There's no real lip on there. And when I say lip, I mean this bit just here. No leaks, just a bit crusty. That's all good. No leaks or anything there, just a couple of leaves and the typical crust. Let's check this brake rotor. Yep, sweet. Probably could do with some pads or something. Good as new. Up in the wheel arches, no signs of any heavy burnout activity because you know, one lady owner since new. That's all good. No bent frame rails. That's all sweet. That wave in them is how they go. So yeah, pretty mint, happy with that. No leaks or clunks or anything in the front. I've driven the car already for the last week before making this video. My impressions of the car is any mods to this would probably ruin the car, in my opinion. So for sure, we could chuck about 15 grand into this thing, overnight parts from Japan, and there's no doubts in my mind that this would not pull up premium at Race Wars in the desert in summer. But for me, I don't think there's any need or want to modify this car. It'll simply just be to flip and sell, get our money back so we can spend it on this guy, the other cars outside. We've got the E30. We've got so many projects. The VL's out getting painted. Unlike Boosted Boys, Cletus, all those other guys that have the time and money and space to do 10 different projects at once, that's just not us. It's just not me at the moment. Unless you all like, share and subscribe. If I had 100K or more, hopefully, subscribers, sure, this would be my full-time gig. I'd have 10 projects on the go. I'd be putting all of my money into them, and this would be 2JZ turbo, tubbed in the rear, drag slicks, be running 8s all day long. And yeah, to be a sick cruiser, really nice platform. Same with all my cars. If it was all about subscribers, ad revenue, YouTube paying me the big bucks to be a YouTuber, then I would definitely do everything that you guys can suggest. If there's someone out there that just wants to throw us a whole bunch of parts, we'll do it. But otherwise, it's just going to be fixed up and restored and then sold. So I'm going to get the oil pan out, stick that under there, drop the oil, change the filter, and I'll get some degreaser and some chemical cleaners under there to get all that road grime and 21 years of soot off underneath the car. It's just a 14mm bolt. We'll let that fill up in there. Nice and dark. Good thing we're giving it a change. Not that bad, but definitely needed it. All right, so oil is out of the engine, oil filter is off. And that was a lot harder than I would like to admit. The oil filter on a 2J is right up there. You can sort of just see where it goes. Best place to access it is from underneath here. And oil goes everywhere. So luckily I had the trays off. And even though this car is as immaculate as you can get for a car that is 21 years old, this is all the crap so far that's come out of just undoing these plastic under trays. I've got a few more to go, and then I'm going to pressure wash all underneath the car, and then obviously pressure wash my garage floor. We'll get that all back to sweet and brand new. And when I put the engine down or the car down, we'll put some fresh oil in it, but it can stay there for now. We've got a brand new K&N oil filter, so I'm gonna get a bit of oil in there and fit that up now, and then we'll stick in some Penrite HPR. So the brand new K&N oil filter's on. Nip that up using its 1-inch little socket on the end of it. Now it's time to get that other under tray side off, which is more really for aerodynamics than anything. A little bit of sound deadening, so we're going to get that off, chuck it over with the rest of them, open the roller door, get the pressure washer out, and blast this baby. Well, all right, so we finished making a mess of the garage. It's all been now cleaned up. The car has had its first birthday in 22 years, 21 years. Pulled off all of the under trays, cleaned both sides of them, blasted them out, gave everything a good degrease, soap, clean, pressure wash. Everything came up really, really well. Everything is absolutely immaculate and mint under here again. No more grime and stuff under there. We got rid of 20 years worth of road grime. Now everything is mint. I even cleaned up the exhaust. I haven't used any polish or anything on there. I don't know if I'll go that far, to be honest. But the main thing was just, for me, giving everything a clean over. You can't tell if it's good or bad without cleaning it first, so that's why I did that. And again, this was a really, really clean car, or it is a really, really clean car. And even clean cars with good service history, logbooks, one owner, all of that, still the amount of crud that comes down onto the ground after all that time. But anyway, that's that done. It's almost dark outside, it's rained, it's done everything that Melbourne weather always does. Now it's time to chuck some oil in it so I can fire it up and move it and drive it again. There will be a part 2 on cleaning the interior and giving it a full detail. So just started up the 2J and thought I'd take a look at the air filter. Nice and clean, nothing got through, but it is time for a new one as that's pretty dirty, pretty knocked around. So I'll order one of those tomorrow. We'll chuck it in there, really simple. Just 3 clips, pull the top off, swap that out. But it's been running for a minute. Time to check the oil, make sure it's all sweet. Man, that is a smooth 2J. Absolutely purrs and hums like a kitten. So I think that's going to be it for today. Just wanted to introduce the new car, let you know what the initial plans are for it. What do you guys think we should do with this car? Does anyone want to buy it? Hit me up in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, because that's very important. If you subscribe, we can do more stuff to cars. We can spend more time and more money building fast cars for you guys. The VL's off at paint. Engine mounts are on their way for the red EF under there. And my car is pretty much ready for exhaust and wiring, and then it's going to be able to start. So until next time, don't forget to spool up, bring the boost, and we'll see ya in the next one. Cheers.